Many people, when they hear the term avian influenza, they correlate it to the increasing egg prices in the grocery store or the supposed shortage of turkeys. I don't know if anybody actually experienced that prior to Thanksgiving. There is more to avian influenza than just affecting birds, although it is partially to blame for the increase in egg prices. Today is Wednesday, January 8th, and today's agricultural fact of the day pertains to avian influenza and human cases. This information was pulled from an article published by Agdaily, and it reads, Louisiana reports first human bird flu fatality with a possible mutation. The patient was over 65 years old and was also reported to have underlying medical conditions. The patient contracted H5N1 after exposure to a combination of a non-commercial backyard flock and wild birds. A genetic analysis suggests that the bird flu virus mutated inside the patient, potentially leading to a more severe illness. The virus's genetic code that was analyzed found it closely matched strains from wild birds and poultry within the region, but there was some subtle genetic changes in the virus which appeared to develop after the person was infected, not during animal exposure. There are currently no human-to-human transmission cases, and the CDC reports a total of 66 confirmed human cases in the US. I have discussed this extensively previously. You can go back and watch some of my agricultural facts of the day. I've been talking about it for the last few years, but obviously it affects any type of poultry, and it has crossed into dairy cattle, which is a concern if you're drinking raw milk, because it has been linked that cases of avian influenza are getting into other species by drinking the milk from infected cows. California is actually in a state of emergency right now over the avian influenza situation in their dairy herds. But Agdaily initially reported about a human that was suffering from a case of avian influenza. It was before Christmas, a week or two before Christmas, that this individual was hospitalized, and this same individual has passed away. And that is it for today's agricultural fact of the day. I don't think I need to go into any more detail than that because it was really just an update. We had already done a fact on it extensively. I did get my hydroponic system running. A friend actually set up this hydroponic system back in September, but I had not actually got it operational and up and running. So we are probably going to start a few seeds in here, but I also need to order some seeds because I think currently all I have really is lettuce and tomatoes. And update on the hatching quail chicks. We now currently have 7. I believe there are still a few more pipped. They're so cute. The kids love checking in on them. This one over here is moving because the chick's trying to get out of it. Quail are actually notorious for completing the hatching process very quickly. I always explain it like they're popping out of their shells like popcorn because they pip and before you know it, they're out of the shell. So it's a lot quicker than chickens. Chickens sometimes will take like 12 to 14 hours to completely hatch out of their shell. But that just shows quail are more efficient. So let me peer pressure you into getting some.